So, breaking news coming out of Raw. We got our first QR code following Backlash, and very much the theme of counting down towards the King and Queen of the Ring. That has continued. So, it flashed up really early during the episode of Raw, which honestly took me by surprise. I was thinking the reason as to why they were doing that was to get it out the way. Perhaps we've got some big stuff coming later in the show. But actually, after seeing what the QR code contains, I think the actual answer is that they felt this was going to take quite a bit of working out. It has now been worked out. So I think that might be the reason why we got it so early. So this was the moment. You can obviously scan it. If you don't want to listen to me talk, I would totally understand. You can scan this and go off and have fun. But if you want to see what was found, then this is where it leads. So when you scan it, you obviously get the URL. You click on that. When you click on it, towards the bottom, there is a little NIGHTBIRD logo. And if you press that, it then takes you to this. So this is a code that has to be worked out. And the way that you work it out is you try and guess the words. They've been pretty helpful with the first one. So obviously that looks like U. So 11 would be Y. And so you kind of do that throughout the alphabet and then work the code out. The code has now been worked out, but this, I think, is why it dropped so early, so that people could get their teeth into working this code out, right? So Heel says this is where the QR code leads to. So we've got a link to the QR code. So the QR code leads you to a video. And underneath that video, as we said, is the NIGHTBIRD logo. You click on that, you get this. And just below the video, directly below the video, and I've been tagged in this loads, a big thank you to everyone that tagged me in this, that found this directly under the video. It says years in metonic cycle, right? Well, I don't know what that means, but the answer is 19. And that really continues the countdown towards King and Queen of the Ring. We know that on Saturday, the number 21 kept featuring, and it was 21 days till King and Queen of the Ring. Now, 2 days later, here we are. We're getting 19 being teased. So 19. I think we'll see this continuing as we count down towards King and Queen of the Ring. The countdown to that PLE has begun. So we had that hidden and we know what it means. The URL for the QR code was www.com/derisive. If you have a look at derisive, it means mocking and jeering. So Wrestle Your Mania, thank you for that. Dan, appreciate it as well, buds. So there's quite a few people that have been pinging things over, like Heel. Heel had a look in the source code and found that years in metonic cycle. It's probably in there because it needs to be in there in order to feature here. So that's probably why it's in there as well. But it is in the source code as well. So Heel, shout out to you. So Wicked Dust finding this, as we said, this code which needed to be worked out. Obviously, we've got the video as well, which we haven't even got to the video yet. There's some really interesting stuff in there, including these final shots of someone in a coat who, as you can see here, Luke screaming the word howdy. I think that definitely makes sense. Howdy at the end of the video. I love this one, though. This has got to be one of my absolute favorites. Ian, shout out to you. In the source code, found this HTTPS. I didn't know what this was or that it was a website. But when you actually punch it in, it takes you to this article. So Project Johnny, shout out to you. This was hidden in the source code, right? And that was found for us by Ian, but Project Johnny, shout out to you, because this is where it takes you. Bo Dallas not expected to be back on TV, which is really funny because he is now. This article was from October last year, but that was hidden in the source code. So brilliant find by those people. And this is the first one that I saw of it being completed. So Anya, shout out to you. So it's you know nothing. Hell is only a word. Reality is much, much worse. That is what this works out as. So we've got the answer to that as well. It's worth saying that the code, the URL for that Nightbird at the bottom, that was a Vicaria. A Vicaria. I can't actually find the definition for that, so that's the next thing we need to have a look at as to what a Vicaria translates as. I actually think right now my theory is that that might be a U and the V is actually a Roman numeral for 5. I'm wondering if that is E-U-K-A-R-A. Hang on. E-U-K-A-I-R-I-A. I'm wondering if that V is meant to be a U, but they changed it because we know V is Roman numeral for 5. There we go. So there's lots going on. I mean, if you're confused, hopefully we're explaining this the best we can. We still haven't got to the video. So hopefully we're explaining this best we can. Connor, appreciate it, my friend, tagging me in that. Project Johnny, shout out to you. And it's worth saying as well that here, if you actually put in that quote that you solve there, then it comes back that it's a quote from the movie Event Horizon. So again, if we want to dig a bit further, it'd be worth looking at the plot of Event Horizon and seeing what that's all about. So with that being said, hopefully I've got the clip here. So Bia, thank you. Liv, shout out to you. This is the video. At the time of recording this, we are live during Raw. It is at commercial break. So because we're at commercial break, we will play this video. This is the final piece that I'm aware of at the moment. But this is the video, right? Bit spooky, as you can imagine. I'll turn it up. Drink from his suffering. Even now you doubt us. But soon, you will understand that all we ever wanted was a chance. It's cool, isn't it? They do these so well. It's cool, isn't it? Do you know what? I can hear an audio clip during the static. I think there definitely is more to explore here. I'm definitely interested in that words. I'm definitely interested in the plot for Event Horizon. I'm definitely interested if there is anything else hidden in the video. But I think as a starting point, as this was the QR code, this is the stuff that's been found so far. I think that's a pretty good complete picture, or not complete, but here is Ashton finding. So, you know, we said about at the bottom.
Look at what I found.
Click on it.
Down, click this.
Boom.
It gives you this.
So you click on that at the bottom, and then that's where that came from. You solve that, you get the quote from Event Horizon. And this was me congratulating Ian, and there, as we said, was the completed one from Anya. And there was the Event Horizon find. So there we go. That's where we are at the moment. Really, really good. Excellent work from everyone that's worked that out. And a big thank you for everyone that sent stuff over. Obviously, we'll continue to peel back the layers, and feel free to tag me in anything further that you find.